The Breakfast Club is back to glazing Mistress Claressa Shields because Charlemagne, of course, is back and he cannot allow anybody to derail. Hey there, it's Anonymous Tea, where we spill the tea anonymously. Hello, 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 everyone. Hello, YouTubers. Hope you guys are all having an amazing day today, sending good vibes, sending positivity, sending blessings, and good energy to each and every single one of you. Thank you so much for tuning in. So, anything I say is alleged and in my very, very personal opinion. This for entertainment purposes only. None of this is personal. The Copyright Act of 1976 is in the description box. Some meat and potatoes, some housekeeping items. So, today we are talking Claressa Shields, surprise, surprise, aka Pap's Mistress, aka Pap's Entanglement, aka Pap's Pick Me, aka Pap's Side Chick, or as Chris Cyborg would say, it is duck hunting season. We are back at it because I know the Breakfast Club is about to glaze the F out of Claressa Shields, and I believe Charlemagne is back in the studio to overhype Claressa Shields and compare her to Muhammad Ali and compare her to Mike Tyson and compare her to Floyd Mayweather and say that she is the greatest and completely ignore the fact that this is technically only 4 knockouts, you guys. Technically only 4 knockouts. And I guess we have different definitions of what a knockout is. And we're just going to ignore the pedigree of Layla Ali, who was undefeated and had way more knockouts. We're just gonna ignore Amanda Serrano, who is trying to go for the record of most knockouts and everything else. Like we're just gonna ignore all of that and glaze Claressa Shields. You know what I'm saying? Well, we're not gonna address the fact that her opponent is an OnlyFans model, that she's in her 40s and has only had 7 professional fights, and that this is a fight Claressa should have won. Well, we're not gonna do any of that, right? Because we're just gonna glaze Claressa like never before because y'all are not going to look into these female boxers. So without further ado, let's listen to what foolishness the Breakfast Club has to say today.
Claressa Shields took over Atlanta this weekend. 18,000 people. She sold out the State Farm Arena. She is the first woman boxer to headline the State Farm Arena and sold it out. And when I say that people came out, we were talking earlier about some of the names that were there. YG was there. Usher was there. Monique was there. Kevin Gates. Lotto walked her out. Cheated on that when she walked her out.
Floyd Mayweather.
Bud. Shakur, yes. And they took a photo together, Floyd Mayweather, Claressa Shields, Bud, and Shakur, and just I saw people posting and talking about all the black excellence and all the wins in that photo.
I think people either forgot or don't know that Claressa Shields is not a social media influencer. She's not an internet personality. She's an actual sports star.
Lauren is so excited to glaze Claressa Shields once again, but I'm gonna need the facts on the alleged sold out arena because it seems like the math is not mathing. The numbers keep changing. It's going from 10,000, 12,000, 14,000, 16,000, and now 18,000. No. I need the actual official box office records because I think this is full of it. I think we are adding on extra seats, extra bodies, extra ticket sales that just simply were not there. And extra celebrities that were not even promoting this fight the last minute. You know what I'm saying? Y'all literally had to usher in. Pun intended. Y'all literally had to usher in. And Charlemagne, I see your back. I see your back, except for Claressa does want to be an influencer. She does not want to be a boxing star. Because a boxing star would be focused in on their craft and having high quality, high level opponents. You know, to be the best, you got to beat the best. You know what I'm saying? Like when people used to criticize LeBron and say, oh, he only plays in the Eastern Conference because he's scared of the Western Conference. And that's how he was able to make it to all those NBA finals and win championships. And then he goes to the Western Conference. He goes to the Lakers and is able to win a championship over there as well. You know that y'all say that the West is so difficult. See, that's what I expect when somebody refers to themselves as the GOAT or as the GWOAT, you know what I'm saying, is that you are taking on the best competition. and that you are not taking 40-plus-year-old OnlyFans models with only 7 professional fights to their name. And it is your fave, Claressa Shields herself, that refers to herself as a quote-unquote A-list celebrity. Let's continue.
Professional boxer.
She has a talent, okay? She's a 2-time Olympic gold medalist, 21-time world champion. What are we talking about?
Yeah, and I said this before. She is probably the greatest female boxer ever, too.
Yeah.
You know, but I will say this: I just hate the fact that the headlines get mixed up with all the other BS. Because what she does is she gets busy. Like, she knocks these girls out clearly. It's not even close.
If you are not a fan of women's boxing, just say that. If you do not like Layla Ali, who has way more knockouts than Claressa Shields and is also undefeated, just say that. If you do not follow Amanda Serrano's career, that also has way more knockouts than Claressa Shields, just say that. Why are you saying, what makes Claressa Shields the GOAT? What makes her the GOAT, the best female boxer in y'all definition? And what is DJ Envy talking about that Claressa just quote-unquote knocks people out? See, old school, when I see knockouts, I'm expecting somebody to be on the ground. That's usually old school with knockouts. I'm not used to this new thing in boxing. You know what I'm saying? Where you know what I mean? Where you're not even hitting the ground, but you could just double back into the corner. I don't know. Like I'm not familiar with that. That y'all count that as a knockout or whatever the case may be. And DJ Envy, it is Claressa Shields herself that chooses to get mixed up in the internet stuff. She is the one that chooses to start it because she needs attention. She is desperate for the fame. She is desperate for the clout. She is desperate to be in the shade room every day. She is desperate to be discussed on the Breakfast Club every day. So Claressa starts it all, and then she gets mad when she gets backlash, and then she plays victim. And then she wins, and then she still is up here dragging people. And talking cash, SHIT, about the people, and the people are not even concerned about her. Let's continue.
Mind that because, like, at least she can fight. What if she was just known for all the BS, the shenanigans with her relationship and all of that, and she couldn't fight? Then that's horrible. At least she can, so she got people that take her serious. Some people that only want to see the drama. Then you got some people that just like to watch her on live. She's known for different things.
And the thing I appreciate about it is, like, every time Claressa fights, I'll be like, man, I hope she's not distracted because of all of the noise that's around her right now.
She's not.
When she goes in there and she handles her business.
Let's take a listen to Claressa post-fight interview in the ring.
But y'all are proving the point. This is why Claressa is known for all of her shenanigans on the internet, is because this wasn't a formidable opponent. This wasn't a big-name opponent. This wasn't the top of the top, the creme de la creme of women's boxing. So, of course, Claressa had nothing but time to start SHIT on the internet with Remy Ma, with Amanda Serrano, with Alicia Baumgartner, and tell us all these things that we do not need to know and we did not request to know about her entanglement with a married man. Let's continue.
Papoose posted a really sweet post on his Instagram, just talking about how amazing she is at what she does and congratulating her. But I also saw too that he had posted the Claressa tattoo as we were leading into the fight, and just being there and showing his support for her as well. I think with Claressa as well too, a lot of people, every time she wins, they want to discredit the win as well. People were talking about the fact that Kay Scott is like 42 years old, and that being one of the reasons why Claressa was able to knock her out. Let's take a listen to Claressa talking to Shannon Sharp about people discrediting her opponents.
I may have to do a separate post about Pap's post to Claressa. This is embarrassing because it's a hot mess. They're trying to make Kay Scott sound like she's a very tough champion, and it is complete and utter BS. And Pap is trying to do damage control about Claressa Shields' niece and nephew because I exposed how Pap was trying to be all up in the video at the presser and everything else, and he's basically calling her the greatest woman of all time and tagging all the celebrities, well, some of them, like Lotto and Usher and the Glam Squad. Make it make sense! Here is the thing, Lauren LaRosa. Ultimately, she only has 7 professional fights, in addition to her being over 40 years old, and has had multiple brain injuries and had a hematoma, you know what I'm saying, already in the first round. It was already a potentially dangerous situation that was taking place with Kay Scott. It was not, you know what I'm saying? This fight should have never happened in the first place. But because Claressa got herself banned from all things MVP Promotions, which includes their fighters, this is the best she had to do, and she had to choose, a fellow coworker because nobody else was available. Let's continue.
Don't explain nothing. Dropping the clues bombs with Claressa Shields. She secured her 21st world title belt.
Yeah.
You know, K. Scott was the champ. I don't even know if y'all realize K. Scott was the champion.
Yeah, that's what Papoose was saying. Like,
Claressa
stop playing
came
with her
in
because K. Scott was a champion as well.
Claressa came in as the challenger, so you can only beat the competition that's in front of you.
Who does she fight next, right? Because it seems she just washes everybody. Like, who would want to fight her? Who wants to get washed? You know what I mean? Like, who does she fight
And
next?
a few people that have been like asking her.
No, I
Like,
saw
telling
somebody
her.
calling her out at 160. I forgot the young lady's name.
Claressa said at the fight that Lauren Price is on her list next, but they go into people talking or teaming up. Alicia Baumgartner was another person that she's mentioning too. Let's take a listen to Claressa on girls teaming up against her.
Can we just keep it a buck that there were a lot more celebrities that were interested in the Baddies fight and the Ray J fight than they were the Claressa Shields fight? If you're truly a boxing aficionado, or you have been following Claressa's boxing career and following her opponents of who's been quality and formidable opponents and who has been here DAMN opponents, so I can fulfill the terms of this contract so I do not fall in breach or put myself at risk of losing the fight. Claressa chooses people that she knows she's going to win against. Let's just call it for what it is. All the people that you would deem great anytime Claressa makes those lists, right? She always puts the people up there that we know that she's never going to fight, that she's always going to duck and dodge. And speaking of duck and dodging, Chris Cyborg has challenged her on multiple occasions. Hannah Gabriel has challenged her on multiple occasions. And Claressa Shields is nowhere to be found. Claressa Shields is nowhere to be found, but you're trying to convince me, and Pap is trying to convince y'all that K. Scott is the creme de la creme. That K. Scott is the end-all, be-all. No. Oh, and now it looks like we are going to get into the segment in which Claressa calls Remy Ma washed up and shades Alicia Baumgartner and Amanda Serrano for being in Remy Ma's new video for Wanna Go. Let's continue.
Yeah. Now on the undercard, as we wrap up, Ray J fought as well. He beat Orlando Brown. Brandy was there to walk Ray J out, which was a crazy scene prior to. Brandy was on stream with, she didn't mean to be, but she walked into the stream with Adria Bronner and Dean.
I want y'all to keep Brandy out that nigga mess.
Bro,
okay.
She was supporting her best friend, her baby brother.
I get it. Brandy's there for her brother, Ray J. Salute to Ray J. That's our guy. I just don't like.
Now, the clip that was included that they just played is the clip that I just played in the video that you guys are probably seeing now, which was when Claressa said that the ops are teaming up. They are bums, they are 304s, referring to Amanda Serrano and Alicia Baumgartner because they're going to be featured in Remy Ma's new video for her latest diss record against Claressa. Notice how there is no acknowledgement from anybody on the panel of the Breakfast Club of Claressa once again calling Remy Ma washed up. And DJ Envy is at several events that Remy Ma will be a performer at for various festivals, various, things that he's a DJ at. Y'all used to all be close friends. Y'all used to all be personal friends, according to y'all, when Claressa and Pap did their first interview together on The Breakfast Club. It was you, DJ Envy, that specifically said that you were friends outside of the show with Remy Ma and Papoose. That you, Charlemagne, and previously Angela Yee, that y'all were all really close. And that y'all have celebrities on the show to do interviews, this and that's it. But y'all had a real relationship because this is New York. That's what y'all said. So it's interesting to me, Lauren, that you can pick and choose out of these clips, what you want to talk about. And in this clip, it was basically a nothing burger because you completely pivoted to talk about Ray J. No. And Charlemagne, you pick and choose which man you want to call problematic in an issue. So you see issues in Adrian, but your girl, Claressa Shields, that y'all are hyping up, she's a huge fan of Adrian and takes his receipts as facts, including posting a video of him SLUT shaming Alicia Baumgartner and making all types of allegations about what she's doing, you know what I'm saying, in or outside of the bedroom with men, which is nobody's business, but it was never fact checked to be for real. None of the alleged men came forward to validate any of that Claressa Shields tried to put out there after it was Claressa that slapped Alicia Baumgartner at an MVP Promotions Netflix MMA event. So it is really the audacity, y'all. But that's all that I have for this video, you guys. I am not surprised that once again Charlemagne is back there in the chair. The glazing was top notch, you know what I'm saying? And even DJ Envy and even a little bit of Just Hilarious, y'all all fell in line for Charlemagne and Lauren LaRosa. Make it make sense. So there's that. That is it. That is all. Do me a huge favor. Hype this video. Hype this video like you've never hyped a video before in your life. Es todos es final. Es finito. Is he on the road? Is he on the line for this video? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you're notified the moment I post content on my channel. And with that being said, I'll talk to you guys again very soon.